Hello, welcome to another video, and is this the most underrated Call of Duty ever? So, as you can see on the screen, I am playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. I don't know when I would have played it, but I am level 23 in this game. I think a couple of years back when I went through like memory lane in my own head, like nostalgia trip, you know, I was fucking off the rocker. Playing this, I actually found the most normal games and could actually find games, which I think is why I'm actually have some sort of playtime in this game. Wow, there is a lot of players online. Now, I say that this game is the most I saw that late. I say this game is the most underrated Call of Duty of all time, essentially. And that is mainly just because... I say that about this Call of Duty, though, mainly because this is where Modern Warfare, like the OG trilogy type stuff, ended. This was the final pillar of the OG good Infinity Ward's reign of supremacy, essentially and honestly. But this was really it. After this Call of Duty, they had Advanced Warfare. I hated that game. I won't sit here and deny it. I absolutely hated that game. Or maybe it was Black Ops 2, and then, yes, that's exactly what it was. It was BO2, which people absolutely love. That game, to me, is definitely the last game of the golden age of Call of Duty. Ooh, alrighty. But then after Black Ops 2, it was Advanced Warfare. I hated Advanced Warfare. That game pushed me off of Call of Duty for a little bit. And then Ghost came out, and I've said it before, Call of Duty Ghost is one of my favorite games. One of my favorite games Call of Duty's ever made. I know I'm very strongly in the minority. I'll accept that. Hello? But Ghost really killed kind of the momentum Call of Duty had built up so much of. A lot of people hated that game more than they should have, if we're going to be honest. So, to get right into the nitty-gritty, when it came out, my recollection of this game was high hopes. It was a Modern Warfare game, and I wasn't thrilled with Black Ops 1 at the time. And this came out right after, and it was billed as bigger, better Modern Warfare 2. And to be honest, in some ways, I will say that that's definitely true. I know a lot of people probably won't agree, won't like that. But in a lot of ways, it's not wrong that this was bigger, better Modern Warfare 2. They added so much of the progression system type stuff in this Call of Duty, where I think it was at like the perfect level. Now I think Call of Duty's weapon progression and just progression in general is like fucking overboard. Like how much different levels, how many attachments you can put on a gun and all this other stuff, and it feels like it's gotten to be too much, where this game felt it had this simplicity of Modern Warfare 2 in its core, but it did just branch it out enough that it felt fresh. You still felt like you had to make kind of hard decisions when building a gun and a class, where nowadays it's like, oh yeah, give me the best recoil, give me the best movement, I'll put 6 fucking attachments on to give me the best movement, and I'll run like a psychopath. Well, here, I'm pretty sure it's, again, you can only have one attachment, but you also have these things called proficiencies, which is essentially like a weapon perk. As you can see, reduce recoil while firing, increase effective weapon range, 2 attachments. It built a little more while progressing the weapon of getting just a perk with the weapon, so it just felt better at the time. And then you still had the typical attachments, and again, you couldn't go overboard and have 6 different attachments like everyone and make the base gun just feel so bad until you actually got the attachments you literally see a guide online for. This made the progression actually feel better. The proficiencies, perks, weapon perks, made it feel better in a lot of ways, where it would increase how good the more base guns are, rather than just sticking these onto an attachment that you can then add to the gun. It made it feel more RPG-like in a way. So that was the big change, because Modern Warfare 3 was the first Call of Duty that actually had weapon leveling. And I remember playing it and thinking, this is actually insane. And then I remember thinking, holy fuck, it takes a long time to level up a weapon. But again, it's not just that. They have the perk system that was great. They have the Pro perk system, which also is great. I don't understand why they don't bring that back. They probably never will at this point. It's been so long that why would they, you know? And they also made a very big change to the gameplay, which they have reverted away from this. Similar, like they got rid of proficiencies and just kind of attached it to attachments or its own attachment in some games. Like you can add a perk to the gun rather than just having it already built in with the gun, which I think it just makes more sense in my opinion. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. But I love this system of the attachments and everything in this game. Strike packages, essentially kill streaks. Modern Warfare 3 is the first Call of Duty to ever have a kill streak system where it wasn't just, you know, camp and get kills and get your kill streak. They made it so that you could get points. 1 point per... I'm pretty sure that it was 1 point per, like, capturing a domination flag, 1 for a kill kind of thing. That's how it worked. It wasn't score-based. Like, the score-based is good for people that want to just, like, jump on to hard points, like me. But just the 1 point kind of thing feels really well. And they did the crazy thing of having 3 different types of score streaks. First one being assault, works how normal kill streaks work. You get your kills in a row and boom, you get your kill streaks. And these are always the most offensive type of kill streaks, as you can tell by looking at them. I remember the Reaper was so fun to use. The Reaper is definitely the most fun new kill streak that I can remember in this game. And they had support kill streaks or score strike packages, sorry. And these are the much more basic kind of defensive or supportive score streaks. Why it's called support, believe it or not. But again, for this, it's different. The fact that it's like how score streaks would work in like Vanguard, I think. They just never go away. It's just an accumulation of the points and you get them. I'm pretty sure you can only get them once in a game. And then they added the craziest thing. I remember when people like learned to break the system with this, but Specialist. How this would work, it would work like the Assault one, that if you have to get them consistently, it doesn't build up over time. But if you use it, you get perks as you get the streaks. So you continuously make like your actual character stronger the better you do. And I forget how, but there's a way to get all the perks at once. I forget what it is called. It was only 8 kills. Oh my goodness. That's crazy, actually. So if you got 8 kills or 7 with hardline, which does not feel like enough at all, you get every single perk that is available to you. So what people would do is they'd run this, they'd get, let's say, 7 kills, boom, you have all perks, and then they'd go for Moabs, which were 24 straight kills. Moabs you didn't need to actually put on like the Tactical Nuke. I think the Tactical Nuke was such a fun kill streak to have, where you actually select it to give the chase of going for that while not having all your kill streaks. Literally everything since, where it's like you gotta get however many gun streaks to get the nuke, whatever they call it, you know. But that was the other huge gameplay change, is the strike packages and the weapon leveling. I think the weapon leveling is definitely the thing that has kind of shaped Call of Duty since this point, because they pretty much always used weapon leveling since this game. I'm pretty sure. I don't think they ever went back to just doing challenges to earn the attachments and whatnot, like in Modern Warfare 2, I'm pretty sure, where it was like, oh yeah, get 75 kills and you get the silencer, you know, let's say for the UMP. And completely different from Black Ops, where it was, oh, you earn this money, you can go buy the fucking attachments. It was literally level up the gun, which makes so much sense, especially looking back. Like, it's hard, like, it's different, because of course I can say, looking back, what were they thinking? But the progression is what built Call of Duty from the ground up. And it was the loop to get people in, prestiging, all that kind of stuff. Why not just put that in with the guns, to get people to level up the guns, to get better things for the guns, you know? When this game came out, it was the first time I ever experienced the fact that people could get video games earlier than they were released. Were they supposed to get the games earlier? Absolutely not. But I remember one friend in elementary school when this game came out. It was like 2 days before the game actually came out. Dude, I can't even get fucking hit markers right now. I was gonna say, how in the hell did that not kill? But I remember my friend going to like a different city, probably like 30 minutes from where we live, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, I got the game early." And I remember just thinking, like, there's no way you got the game early. But lo and behold, he did. I remember going to his house after school that day and being like, "Let's see the fucking game then. If you already have it." What do you know? He had the game already. Crazy at the time. I was sitting there thinking, how in the hell did you actually get this early? And for whatever reason, some store that sells video games and movies and everything got copies of the game early so that they could put it out and whatnot. And for whatever reason, they were selling them basically out of the back. They were selling these games out of the back of the fucking thing. I don't know how they got away with it or what they said to get away with it. But the only little caveat was that he couldn't find games online. So instead of playing online games, because again we couldn't, we just played the new mode that was Infinity Ward's attempt to combat zombies. I forget what it's even called. You just play bots and you go wave by wave. I forget what it's called. It was pretty fun. Like, overall it was probably a good idea. It just didn't work because everyone was so in love with zombies, especially after Black Ops 1 Zombies was so fucking good that it didn't really have a chance since it wasn't zombies. Man, I am so sorry. I'm taking a Predator missile. Oh, fuck, man. The ACR, I remember using it for the first time. It's still really OP in this game, but it just wasn't quite what it was in Modern Warfare 2. I mean, it was still really goddamn good. Survival. That's what it's called. Was it fun? Yes. It wasn't zombies though, so see you later. But I remember just going to his house and we just sat there and played survival, and I sat there in awe for like literally 2 days. I went there every day after school just thinking, how did this kid do this? This is crazy. I mean, think about it now. You just got your parent to drive you somewhere to some video store and you walk out back, bought a copy and went home. It's not that weird. But yeah, Modern Warfare 3, I think it's one of the most important Call of Duties there ever was. A lot of the old ones obviously are the most important, but with the different changes that they used as the foundation of how much growth has happened in the progression system and the creative class systems, everything like that, it bumped it up in such a way that people didn't expect, because Modern Warfare 2 was chaotic fun. It was very simple. If you think about the creative class, it was a step up from Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4, obviously, but this was like that bigger step, and it doesn't feel like the step has been a big progressive good step to like even now Call of Duties. It's felt like they've gone too far, if that makes sense. Like, it always feels like you're in the glory days, you want more, you want better, you want this, that, and then you get it. You know, you start to get some of it and you're happy, and then it gets to the point where there's so much that it's too much. But overall, I think Modern Warfare 3 is one of the best Call of Duties ever. Like, hands down. People don't talk about this game enough. I remember the story was pretty dark, but it was crazy. And it was a perfect wrap-up of the Modern Warfare trilogy. If you've never played this, I would say this one is one of the older Call of Duties that you would, if you like the grind and stuff, so you'll enjoy the most. Just because of the weapon levels and everything, and there's something to push for, and a number that's getting higher that, you know, gets you going a bit. But overall, definitely try this game out. It's massively populated for a reason. It's really good. Playing these old Call of Duties is so fun. Goodness, we had it so good. Guess you really don't know when you're in the good times until they're gone. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, or if you want to see other new or if you want to see any other older Call of Duties, leave a like, subscribe. There'll be a lot more on my channel. I'm excited to keep going with this, but till then, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.